So remember that the climbers come out in reverse order of how they qualified. So Alexa and Melissa Lenev, having qualified 6th, will climb first. Then Monica Recchi catches Alvine Miho Nanaka. So the final is underway. Melissa Lenev and Alexei Rubtsov, closest to the camera, are out on the mats. The first climbers on the first boulders. If you're just joining us, we're live from Mumbai. I'm with Vibes Mehta. He is IFSC route setter, and he's set for this competition. So what he doesn't know about these boulders isn't worth knowing. You see Melissa and Alexei making very strong starts, no messing about. 30 seconds gone.
And that's a cut for Melissa.
Well, we were just saying, never won a World Cup, we'll never have a better chance. 45 seconds into the competition, she's walking off stage with a successful top. Here's Alexei, you see him there. When we were inspecting the boulders earlier, you suggested he might do this, go with the feet first.
Yeah.
There is another option to use a shoulder press.
There you go. He's just trying to get his hands in between, he's trying to jam it. So
you think this is you think this is the marginally easier way to do it?
I think so, because the shoulder press on that overhang can be a little difficult. So let's see. I think it can be done both ways. It's going to be a small campus move to the left volume.
As we see Melissa. There she goes.
And she's happy. And you still have 4 boulders to go.
You can see the crowd cheering him on there.
The setting has been done in worse conditions than today, so I think it should work very well for them.
Holds it this time. See the effort in his face. How's that for a grimace? He's giving this absolutely everything, Alexei Rubtsov. So, for people that haven't been able to go to the bottom of these boulders, just tell us, you see that Alexei just gets his foot off the ground in time.
So I think for all those who don't know, it's a 4-minute plus system for the finals. So the climbers can get off the mat at the very last second and continue as long as they want.
I have to say, in the position he's in, I don't think Alexei Rubtsov is going to be hanging around too long. He'll want to get on with this. Look how much energy he's using. There's the benefit of flexibility in climbing. Can he turn around? This is the closest he's come yet. No. No. As we said, Kokoro has already been on the podium this year, 3rd in Kazo, his home country. Now, you were telling us earlier, you think facing out for this move is marginally easier, but he's not doing it. He's made it work just fine. Looks very controlled thus far.
Looks very strong as well at the same time.
Alexei Rubtsov was grimacing here. Kokoro Fuji, can't quite stick that move. I was about to say Kokoro Fuji. We see there for Monica, 4th in the European Championships last year. She made her first World Cup final appearance in 2015. She's already in her 2nd this year.
So that's the move that I was talking about, where you swing out and you go into the compression mode on the Mumbai, and I feel really proud for that.
We talked about this in the semi-finals. Hold that thought, we'll follow Monica Recchi for now. Just trying to figure out what to do with those feet. High in that hole. No, not this time. About to say, we discussed this in the semi-finals, but the organisers have done a fabulous job here. Fantastic event. Great venue and perfectly organised, all taking place in an absolutely fascinating city. I think safely say everyone has loved their time here. But then always seeming to stop around that yellow volume. Let's see how Monica gets on.
There you go, the right and left to the bonus. She really has to be very stable in this position because the next hole is quite slopey. So she has to be in control. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be end for Monica Recchi. But Kokoro is still on wall, so let's see how it goes.
Great to see Katja back in a final. Her first one this year. She is a previous World Cup winner though. She's done it all, boulder, lead, indoor, outdoor.
She's been also spending a lot of time climbing outdoors as well this time. She's been traveling around a lot.
We had a quick chat with her on Saturday, I've lost track. Kept us entertained with some great facial expressions, fist pumps, you name it.
And I'm sure he's made a lot of fans because of this here in India.
The crowd were loving Jeremy Bondet earlier. They'll have been delighted to see him in the final.
So 6 the move. Figure this out. But I'm sure if you put this on a gym, they would just send it, and with the competition pressure as well, of course. So things change a bit.
We saw Katja there. Not quite as high on this attempt. Great angle, you can see our PTZ camera mounted to the wall. The top of men's boulder 3. And there it is, capturing Jeremy.
Trying to make a match there. Changes his hand there. So is he going feet first?
So he tried to, he's going to foot jam. Looks like with both feet.
Got the toe jam.
Fantastic body tension there from Jeremy to keep his feet on while his arms are so far away. He looks marginally more comfortable. All things are relative though.
Can he get a hand jam in there? Come on, Jeremy. Ready.
You probably hear the crowd. They're going mad for this. He's got the hand jam. He's got both hand jams.
Come on, Jeremy. Oh. But that was a great effort.
Fantastic effort from Jeremy Bondet.
Yes.
Here's Katja Zauwein. This will be a last attempt. Makes the left hand stick. Can she get the right? She can't.
Jeremy is back on the wall. I mean, how amazing is this guy? He's not tired. He's just giving her. I
have to say, it never occurred to me. But this could be a boulder that suits Samoa. When we were walking along the mats earlier, look at this. You identified him as someone that might get on with this boulder.
Yeah, because he's really strong, and we saw it in the semis. He just cruised through the boulders. So I think this might just suit him. There you go. A pure show of strength.
So straight into it. This is an extremely unusual boulder for a World Cup. As you say, it's more like a Yosemite off-width. You've got to somehow get your hands above your feet.
There you go.
Let's make it work.
Hand jam.
As is Miho Nanaka. This is going to be team top for Japan. Miho Nanaka's done her bit. Tomoe Narasaki's got himself around facing the correct way, facing into the wall now.
There you go. Gets his heel hook. He should place his feet right, and the jump, and he sticks it. Wonderful job.
Well, what a 2 minutes. Here's Rustam Gomanov. Never write him off. boulders this evening might not necessarily be exactly suited to his style, but he's been at this too long, he's been too successful for anyone to write him off. Kia Noguchi finding form at just the right time this season, making a very solid start to this boulder.
Very quickly to the bonus. Pops a left, gets a foot up.
Now we saw catches Arvine struggling with that move. No such worries for Kia Noguchi.
And isn't she in the zone?
Flash for Kia Noguchi. She'll be over the moon. She possibly slightly annoyed that she hadn't had this form at the very start of the season. The first two events didn't really go her way, but 7 events this year. Still plenty of points, plenty of climbing to be done. And she is hitting her stride at just the right time. Here's Rustam. As I said, very popular with the locals. I was chatting to him yesterday, but eventually just gave up because so many people were coming asking for autographs. From him, I might add.
The energy in you.
I mean, as we also saw from Tomoe Narasaki, you're on the boulder for a long time. You don't have time to come down and make more attempts. He was on it the best part of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This time goes again. Can he get the right hand over? Sorts the feet first. So it looked like as if instead of when many of the competitors had a week off and went back to Europe, now he's here. So he's been away from home 5 weeks now. But when I chatted to him yesterday, he's as motivated as ever. Loves climbing in front of the crowd. No shortage of motivation despite 5 weeks on the road. He's putting on quite a show here.
Trying to get his toe. Yeah, there you go.
So he's got those feet sorted. And he's got both hands on that right hand blob. Didn't look as if he was having much joy with this, but he's suddenly got himself in quite a promising position. The time's up and he's allowed to carry on because he'd set off before the clock had run out. Goes with the right hand. You see the crowd clapping. And the left. He can hold holes like that all day. So close.
Terrific semi-finals. She qualified in first place, so that was really, really wonderful for her. So hopefully she can ride on to that form and do a great job in the final here. Very quickly on to the bonus.
So Solsa having no difficulty thus far. The boulder 1.
That's a flash for her.
Took about 5 seconds longer than Melissa Lenev did, but same outcome, flash. Don't forget your scorecard, Sol. There we go. She leaves her partner, Jongwon Chong, Melissa Lenev, Miho Nanaka, Kia Noguchi and Solsa, and they all flashed it.
Center stage for Jongwon Chong here. All the crowd behind him.
Now you also thought this might suit him when we were expecting the boulders. You thought he might get on with this.
Now again, Jongwon Chong is slightly taller than the other climbers, so getting the toe hook was not a problem for him, as you could see it. So I think he can do this boulder.
This move might be slightly trickier as a taller climber though. This compression. Be interesting to see.
Jams his hands. Now can he get out of that?
Very unusual position to find yourself in a Boulder World Cup. Great route setting. Got to figure out now how to turn around. Well, that's how you do it.
Pretty easily done.
Now, if he can stick this right hand, you would expect him to get there. No problem with the right.
He gets a heel on.
Calm enough, and he's got enough energy to place his feet precisely.
No.
Left hand's there.
Very close. How
don't
close
need it.
can he get there?
Final shakeout. Pulls on with 2 seconds to go. Tomoe Narasaki flashes. We're on the left-hand sector, and that's where the crowd was. And then we're all running around the back of our commentary area, around the stands, to get into the right-hand area, which is where these two boulders are.
Amusingly, is quickly on to the bonus.
Amusingly enough, I was about to say, amusingly enough,
yeah.
Boulder 3 for the men and women are back on the left, so we're going to see the crowd go back out again. Alexei Rubtsov having a go at that run we were talking about.
So you go a quick replay for the swing and a miss from Melissa.
Here she goes.
Pops off.
Doesn't
try
look
to get natural conditions to take her to the volume.
There's Alexei. Now you were saying that probably the best way to stop the momentum after you've done the run is to get that left hand on the yellow hold that you can see bolted onto the round grey volume, but then use the right hand on the right of the grey volume. So we see Alexei's trying to get both hands onto that yellow.
Yes. Well, the yellow is quite difficult. I think the best way to do it would be to go left hand and to slap the right hand onto the volume to control the swing, and you're very much in control this way.
That hold just faces the direction you don't want it to face, because
that's exactly
it's just not conducive with stopping the swing. Let's see if he tries it a different way.
He
doesn't, but he makes it work.
And he jumps up to the last one.
He'd had enough of that boulder, he just wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
And he does.
A great job from Alexei there.
I thought we'd see him work his feet up slightly, but he took one look at that top hold and went for it. Great from Alexei Rubtsov, storms off the mats. Don't know if he's not happy about something, but successful stretching out.
There you go, that's the move I was talking about. You swing out the left toe.
Now it's interesting, we saw her earlier on seemingly having no problem with these moves. Do you think that's to do with them becoming sweaty?
There you go.
Getting the crowd going? Do you think that's to do with the holds becoming sweaty from repeated attempts?
Perhaps it can be one of the reasons. But then again, it's a very precise move. And there you go.
And she makes it work this time.
Riding on the vibe with the crowd. Oh, misses the jump again.
Spectacular fall though. You're just about to pat yourself on the back, and suddenly you're back on the mat.
Yeah. Oh, gets his the very first time.
Kokura Fuji.
And he jumps on. No problems. He does the boulder in 20 seconds.
I looked at the clock as he got the top hold. That was at 20 seconds from turning around and looking at it. No wonder he's happy. Here's Monica Recci.
Trying it. So yeah, back to Monica. I was saying, it's kind of, it can be done the way Monica wants to try it, but then you really have to be, it's a very strong move. It's quite the hold.
So you simultaneously go with the right hand and get the toe hook in.
Yep.
Okay, Monica Recci, she either hasn't spotted that or doesn't like the look of it. And she's close to holding that,
but then again, month of May is pretty hot in India, all over.
Makes it work this time, doesn't need the toe hook. That wall she's on now is just off vertical, almost plumb vertical. Maybe a couple of degrees overhang to signify 1 minute left for Monica.
So, there's the same move again. Lines up for the jump.
Those two triangular black volumes that she's aiming for. to hopefully stop the swing. Now she seems to have this move sorted. Okay, time's up. This will be a last attempt. Not this one. Visualising what he's going to do here. Catches straight onto it. And you can see there, she tried the toe hook we've been talking about. Didn't quite stick it, but she's obviously thinking along those lines. Let's watch Jeremy's first attempt. Just a slip there. Jeremy with bib number 007. By far the coolest bib number to have, James Bond.
Well, the initials are JB as well.
Good,
good
thinking.
James Bond.
JB 007.
Very close to getting it.
And Bonde is not a million miles away from Bond. This just keeps coming.
Trying to do it.
See Jeremy here. He seems to be struggling to get any drive off that first round yellow volume with his right.
He was kind of shot off the energy, and he just fell on the grey volume. So he needs to create a little more momentum. There you go, this time around.
So this time he puts the left foot on that round yellow volume, and it seems to yield better results. Not a top, unfortunately, just yet, but it did seem to work better. He held his momentum.
Trying to psych himself up.
Yep. A funny thought that in 6 days it'll be the semi-finals and finals in Innsbruck, her hometown. Quite a punishing travel schedule for the athletes this year, especially those who took part last week in Nanjing. There was a Masters Boulder event. It wasn't a Boulder World Cup, it was a Speed World Cup, not a Boulder World Cup. And some of the athletes, including Sean McCall and Rustam Gelmanov, took part in the Masters Boulder event. Sean also took part in the Speed. Oh, Jeremy, so close.
Here's renowned to the bonus.
Here's Katja. Also trying the jump. Now Jeremy Bonde on this run, you see it, he's trying to act that it would be a boulder that saw a lot of attempts. And so it's proving it. Oh, he's so close to holding that. You suspect he'll have another go. He'll have to be quick here. I hope he's got an eye on the clock. He's got a buzzer. He doesn't need to keep an eye on it. There we go. He's off the ground. So is Katja. He's out in the men's competition.
Just skipped the grey hold and jumped on grey volume and jumped onto yellow. Easy flash.
What a display of climbing.
Yeah, he is really climbing very strong.
In order to get the top, we didn't need it to do the move. It was an afterthought. Here's Miho Nanaka. Can she make this swing work? None of the women have just yet. She's just figuring out the best way to do it.
Pressure on Jong Wong Chong and Rustam here. Getting the toe hook. Akio. No, sorry.
Miho.
It's Miho.
So, can she take the step onto the top of the podium? We will see. Did it close that time? After this boulder, when all the climbers have attempted these boulders, the crowd will all then run back to the left-hand section of the wall to watch boulder 3. It's getting close. This crash, I suspect if she's pulling on now, she's going to probably have this attempt and potentially one more if she needs it. She seems to have that move sorted. Not quite as close that time. There's that small yellow bolt on that Makes all the difference on that black volume. So she's used every second here. Just waiting for the signal to climb. There it is.
Onto the wall straight away for Rustam.
Kinaguchi taking a more measured approach. She's looked absolutely superb, the Kinaguchi of old this weekend. And she doesn't use the toe hook, so right underneath her it says WT, that large hold. A lot of the climbers have been using a toe hook. The route setters envisaged it would be required, but Akio doesn't seem to need it. She's already up and looking at the swing.
Trying to get, oh!
And she does it statically. Well, an unusual way of doing the first move, an unusual way of doing the swing. And it could be about to yield very positive result.
Had a foot slip.
Yeah, left foot just slipped off. You couldn't quite pick it up on the camera, but you saw from the way she fell, it could only have been the left foot that gave way. Let's have a look at Rustam. So he's going to go right, left, right. No.
So Rustam giving another go at the jump. And every time he's swinging, his momentum is taking him off the wall.
It's a bit of pressure on Rustam here because Tomoe Narasaki's got 2 tops. Tamura Fuji and Alexei Rubtsov both have 1. So you would think that if Rustam wants to feature on the podium, probably needs a top here. Early days, he might not. We'll see how it goes, but with 3 climbers already having a top in the bag, and Jongwon Chon still to come, you think Rustam needs one here.
Well, the thing again is Rustam is trying to go with his right hand. As you see here.
1 minute to go. Time for a few attempts, you'd have thought. No, he's not really getting close to this move right now. Hard from this angle to see exactly why he's getting pushed out from the wall. As we go back to Akio, trying to do that move the same way. Again, no problem.
This time gets it more stable. She looked more stable when she got this hold this time around. Can she get the feet right and make the last move?
It's a pretty good hold she's aiming for, but with your feet not that great, it's so hard to launch confidently. You see it there. The hold's not too far away and it is positive, but when your feet are, when the footholds are poor.
So asking for the crowd to support her, she needs to get back on the wall.
When the footholds are poor, it is hard to jump dynamically. No, not from Akio. Into this IFSC season, I don't think I've had one prediction right, so you can take that as a guarantee we won't see 2 tops. Jongwon Chon, no. Solsa doesn't like the toe hook either.
I think this is a boulder where either you do it the first go, the run and jump. Usually these boulders are set so that the guys have a lot of attempts which can really separate the competition.
So back.
Oh,
so
she got her toe up there. Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we are live from Mumbai in India. We've got Jongwon Chon and his partner Solsa outside.
Yeah, we usually do this, and it's very important for us because, well, getting back onto the...
So Jongwon Chon, I thought he might like this boulder, not so far. Close that time. So he's trying to get... Look at the frustration. Trying to get both hands onto that yellow hold, but the route setters think that possibly a better way to do it would be to get the left hand onto that yellow hole and use the right to slap the right hand side of the round grey volume, just to control your momentum.
Well, that's not the only way. We've seen the Japanese climbers just go on and latch on to the yellow hole, so it is possible.
It's not the only way. Predicting 2 tops. We've got a minute to go, and neither of them topped.
Oh, very close to getting it this time. Very close.
Now he's getting the brushes up. They'll be busy tonight in these humid conditions. I stand by my prediction. He will top this. He looked close that time as we watch Solsar.
Trying a different way altogether. Oh.
John Charney asked for one last clean. The brushes are going to have to be quick. No sign of him yet. Hasn't got time. 10 seconds. I wonder if he might even have another go if this one doesn't work out. Doesn't need to worry. It does work out. Take his time over the jump. Make it work.
And a very relieved Jung Wong Chuk.
Both competitions wide open. Tomoe Narasaki, the only man with 2 tops, the only person with 2 tops in either event. For the women's, nobody yet showing signs of pulling away. We've got a lot of climbing to catch up on. The semi-finals were fantastic today. Make sure you watch the replay. Here's Alexi.
Oh, completely skips the bonus hold. Doesn't even need to touch it.
Alexi, you would imagine heading for the top. That's a pretty good hole he's heading for.
Just makes it in there, spins it hard, and a wonderful, strong effort.
The route setters believe is going to require that you move both arms at the same time onto these 2 rounded black volumes. Unfortunately, lockdown, she won't have time for a second attempt regardless.
Allez, Mel.
Leaves the ground with 2 seconds to go. No, not this time. What can Kokoro Fuji do? So Alexi didn't use.
He did not use the bonus hold.
The bonus hold on his successful ascent.
So that's this is the actual beta, but then again, Alexi being so strong. Talking about strong, how strong is Kokoro Fuji?
He's a big guy for a climber. You can see the difference in build between him and people like Rustam Gelmanov, but he's got the power to move that extra muscle.
That was easily done.
Just a quick note, look at the scoring system. We didn't actually see Alexi Rubsov's first attempt. Much power he's got in reserve. Here's Monica Recchi.
There you go. Just sticks it this time. Gets onto the
Monica
bonus.
Recchi onto the bonus. Now this is an interesting move. Have to pop both hands at the same time. At least that's what we think she'll do. She doesn't. Probably will still need to lunge with the left here.
And they're really strong.
It just caught a glimpse of the grimace on her face.
There. Come on, Monica.
Come on, Monica. So close, that will have taken a lot out of her.
Time for the first jump to stick it. So she can go back onto the wall. Yeah. Now she's going to run down the clock. Just for the final attempt.
Clever climbing there. She didn't quite run down the clock. She saved herself enough time that if she slipped off, as she did, she would have time for another go. Not this time. He actually arrived this evening, Jeremy Bondet, hanging out the bottom of a helicopter. Just shot a few bad guys with a woman on his arm and abseiled down to the venue. It's a shame our cameras didn't pick it up.
Right, looking very strong for now. Come on, Jem. Ali. Katerina trying to figure. She got the move now.
PTZ, hand tilt zoom. Bet you didn't think I knew what it stood for. Here goes Jeremy. Sticks the right hand this time. Uses the bonus.
Allez, Jem. Allez. Oh, right. just had a slip on the crimp there.
On so far, have topped boulder 3. If Katya can top it, she will be right in contention. Here she'll go with the left. No, not this time.
That's a lot of experience on the World Cup circuit there. You see it right away.
And she makes it work again. Now she's got to get with the left. 2 flashes on 2 boulders. The only reason he's second in the current standings is because he hasn't even attempted this boulder. Here he goes. Can he make it 3 flashes from 3? In a World Cup final, that would be extraordinary. The way he's climbing, you wouldn't bet against it.
Moves on nicely. Very quickly to the bonus there.
So he's already got the bonus. He won't make it 3 flashes from 3, but only 40 seconds of his attempt used up, and that looked very promising. You suspect he might make it 3 tops from 3.
Yeah, I think he's got the right moves. He knows what is to be done. He's probably have one great go at it. So you see Mio there.
So that move that
which I think is perhaps not generating enough momentum for her to get onto the red one, the red bubble. So now back onto the wall, onto the bonus. Swings his foot out.
Yeah, Tomoa Narasaki's not getting on with that move rightwards. It looked after his first attempt like he might get on up to the top on the second attempt, but it's not proven that way so far. Miho Nana.
It's a great
thing in here, but when there's some good action, the crowd are managing to drown it out.
There you go.
There's Miho.
She sticks it.
Goes to the left.
Allez, come on, Miho. Whoa,
she just missed the bolt on. She was just above it.
Just back.
It'd be interesting to see. Judge is coming to break the bad news.
Call her down.
Miho, mid-move, is arguing.
Yeah.
The gig, and he's doing a great job. You can hear him in the background there. Here's Rustam.
I think this is the boulder which can be Rustam's side.
Yeah, it looks very smooth up to there. Just a little hop. So far, it looks like he's climbing in slow motion. And that is a very steep wall and a very small hold, and he was calm as you like. And he has 3 bonuses. Now, on his successful ascent.
Yeah. I think so. But then again, last boulder. This is exciting to watch. This is exciting to watch.
Great to watch. Top 2 in the men's event. Same number of tops, same number of attempts, same number of bonuses, same number of bonus attempts. Tied right the way. 1 boulder to go. Here's Rustam.
Kakoro did it. Trying to skip the bonus. Very close on that attempt. The wall from this camera shot here. It's quite a steep wall. Yeah. I think he can try it first time around the way he tried it. So let's see how he goes about this one. But very strong there again. The crimps his strength. So trying the same way Kakoro tried to do it.
Now will he skip the bonus here? I think he will.
Looking stable, and there you go. Well,
Surely Rustam will bring it home from here.
Without any problems.
He can take a nap on holes like that, Rustam Gomanov.
Yes, he's really strong. Really, very strong on the quims.
Here's Akio's last attempt. No.
No, she can't do it.
Solsa, she qualified first out of the semi-finals, one top so far, and that was a flash. Crucially, she didn't get the bonus on Boulder 2. So she's currently sitting in 4th place.
Just missing the red foothold there, Jong Wong Chong. To make sure that the friction is there on the volumes when the climbers get onto that.
Humidity in the heat does feel like it's decreased ever so slightly.
So Jong Wong Chong looking strong
Very
there.
hard to tell.
Gets his bonus.
Gets his bonus. Gets the right hand.
Misses the left hand, but he never felt the need of it. And wears he easily onto the top.
Very calm top there from Jong Won Chon.
Celebrates it with the crowd.
The 3.
So sticking the first move there, Solsa. Gets onto the bonus. Well, tries a heel hook there. And oh, she's quite comfortable there with their crimp, is it?
Now then, can she get the left hand? No.
Oh.
Spectacular fall. Luckily she's on the left hand side of the wall where the mat is. You can hear the local MC cheering her on. No, she'll probably have another go. She will.
She has enough time. I think this time around she can run down the clock.
If she slips in the same place, she's probably got time for yet another go.
Yeah.
She does slip in the same place. Is it worth using an attempt? It is. She clearly thinks she can do this, which isn't very. And Alexei Rubtsov in the foreground there. And Alexei pulls straight on. Currently sitting in 3rd, 2 tops. But they've taken him 9 attempts.
Looking quite strong there, Alexei. Well, trying to. It's a very strong move. Can he stick it? He does. He does. Oh.
So we talked about this earlier during the inspection period. The climbers have got a move rightward. To our coverage, we are on Boulder 4, the first climbers out onto Boulder 4. Melissa Lenev in the women's and Alexei Rubtsov in the men's. And here's Alexei.
Looking very strong here on this one.
Looking very strong. Looking to become the first climber with 3 tops in this final. Should get it. Does.
Gets it.
So Alexei Rubtsov, he will move into first place. He's the only climber to have attempted Boulder 4. But his 3 tops required 11 attempts, and you wonder if that might count against him. We shall see.
Oh.
Not this time.
Yes.
So Monica Recchi, guaranteed to at least match her best finish so far this season. Had the bonus on all 3 problems so far. She's currently sitting in 5th. Working her way up that left-hander rep.
So Kikoro here. Makes a quick move. Oh, just had a small slip there.
Kokoro Fuji. Well, given how tight it is between him and Tomoe Narasaki at the top of the men's competition, that slip could prove costly.
There you go.
Now this is a move we discussed.
Yes, there she is.
Monica Recchi.
Monica.
That's a move we discussed during the.
Because of the bonuses.
Because of the bonuses. Aki Noguchi and Miho Nanaka are still to climb. If they want to take first place off Monica Recchi, they are going to need to top Boulder 4.
So that's Kokoro. So can he stick it this time?
Back to the men's event, Kokoro Fuji. He can win here today.
Looks in control. And should not be a problem the last move here. Sticks it.
He knows what that could be worth.
I think he's guaranteed himself a podium position here. From the view of it, she's the only climber to have made it to 4 bonuses. So it doesn't matter the number of attempts for bonuses. She's the only one who has 4 bonuses. So yes, Monica Recchi has. Well, this again is the provisional result as we are discussing.
But what we do know is that Monica Recchi, whether she's guaranteed a podium or not, went from 6th to 1st. Fantastic action here in Mumbai. India's first ever World Cup, and it is delivering a classic. Here, suddenly she goes back in 1st. Let's watch Jeremy Bonde, left of your screen.
I think he's figured out the move.
Unfortunately for Jeremy, figuring it out and doing it are not the same thing, but he certainly has the beater. Here's Katja.
Ali Jam.
Pulls back on.
Goes for the right hand and the jump. Ali Katerina. Whoa, very close to sticking it. She's still got about 7 seconds left. Can give it one more try. Jeremy.
They're both going to make one last attempt.
Yes. Ali Jam. Oh.
Both unsuccessful, unfortunately. Jeremy weighs the correlation.
But I think if Tamao flashes this boulder, he would be in the first position.
Okay. So, Tomoa Narasaki, he's flashed 2 boulders. Ahead of him is Alexei Rubtsov, who's topped 3 with 11 attempts, and Kokoro Fuji, who's topped 3 with 4 attempts. So yes, if he flashes this, he will go into an unassailable first place. He doesn't flash it.
It just can't get more exciting than this one. He just went an attempt, so this is getting very tight. There's a lot of excitement here. A lot of things happening. Sakio, no, I'm sorry, it's Mio Nanako there. Trying to figure out the move. Right. Asking for a quick brush. To Tamao here. Oh, very close. Just slipped off.
Tomoa Narasaki, he might not know that these attempts are costing him.
Sticks it. There you go. Mio sticks the hole onto the bonus. Now this last move is it has to be done very gently. Very gently. Moving on. Quite in control. She's got one hand onto the top hole. She needs to get the second one to validate that. There she goes. She does it. She does it. We have a very happy Mio Nanako.
2 tops. We still haven't seen Aki Noguchi, and we still haven't seen Sol Sa. When are we gonna get a minute's respite in this final? Here's Tomoa Narasaki.
He sticks it this time. Looks quite in control. Jumps for it.
Tops it.
Well.
Now we don't know the exact number of attempts just yet, but I believe that is enough to put in less than 9 attempts, and then rely on Jongwon Chon not to top it. Oh,
but
the permutations here are mind-boggling. We're beginning in the men's event at least to get a few places decided.
Yep, but I think again this is the boulder which might suit Rustam's style.
Given how tight the men's competition has been, how unpredictable it's been, 4th place or 5th place for Rustam here could make a huge difference in the final standings at the end of the year. So he's trying this a completely different way. Uses that bonus. I wondered if he was just going to not bother with it at all, but no.
Oh, decides to go with left hand.
So he's got plenty of attempts, Rustam. He's got 9 attempts and if he tops it using those 9 attempts, he'll move up to provisional 4th. We repeat, it's provisional because Jongwon Chon has not climbed yet. Here's Akira Noguchi. I have to say, I almost envy them because trying to keep up with who's winning, who's last is
that is very true.
It's exhausting.
That is
Just
very
concentrate on what's happening on your screen. What's happening is Akira Noguchi and Rustam Golmanov are giving it everything on the final boulders.
So yeah, as we say, I think the podium for the men's has been decided. Rustam can move 1 place higher if he sends the boulder. And Akio is right in contention as well.
So I think Akio might have used too many attempts on this boulder. But she can move up to provisional 2nd, but she's probably used too many attempts, almost certainly used too many attempts to take provisional 1st from her compatriot, Miho Nanaka. Currently sitting provisional 3rd. Everything provisional, it would seem, this time round.
This position, the provisional 1st, I would say. I think. Let's not talk about the results. Rustam is back on the wall.
Here's Rustam. So he's trying to nail that tricky move right. Doesn't make it look too tricky, but now he's got to come back left onto the yellow hold. You can see on that red volume, there it is, and the red volume itself. No.
Tries to go left again.
Yeah.
Just not quite happy with himself there, is it?
Yeah, he's just asking, what have I got to do to top this? See Akira Noguchi there. She'll have one more go, as will Rustam. No, for Rustam. No joy for Rustam.
Waves to the crowd.
Yeah.
Big salute.
G will win, followed by Tomoe Narasaki, Alexei Rubtsov. And Jongwon Chon will take 4th ahead of Rustam Golmanov and Jeremy Botnet. So in the men's event at least, we can just focus on the action. Sol Sa, currently in 5th. She doesn't have many attempts. But how much does she know? Does she know that, she must know it's close. Does she know that every attempt is absolutely key here?
Trying to do it a bit static way. Jongwon Chon is just missing the bonus there. Had a big swing, got his foot right, but then could not control the swing. Yeah. He's being the last pair on both the boulders.
Jongwon Chon launches himself up. He's got a head right. Ooh, I thought he was going to hold that.
The swing.
Here's Sol Sa. I'm certain now she has used up.
Well, from the looks of it, I think this is going to be the first World Cup win for Miho. What a great way to start the first Indian competition with a first win for Miho as well. So
it will be her first win, Miho Nanaka. She had a 2nd in Chongqing in 2015. She's had 2 3rds in Kazoo and Chongqing again. But yep, this will be her first win. Sol Sa. Sol Sa has never been on a World Cup podium.
Can she do it tonight? Just about 30 seconds. She tries it statically. Well,
it'll certainly be her best result so far this season, 5th. Can she make it onto her first ever World Cup podium? Very simple for Sol Sa. Tops it, and the answer is yes. Doesn't top it, the answer is no.
With just about 10 seconds dividing the yes and the no.
Here's Jongwon Chon. He can't improve his position. but he can get a big cheer out of this crowd. And there it is.
That's it.
Third, Melissa Lenev. She's been second twice this year. She won't be on the podium again. She takes fourth. Solsa.